You create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Pollard again. And right away, he lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, Delta.
Here's Etienne. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Jaguars had 8-3 now. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners are 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Straight ahead, Etienne. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Etienne. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point safely through, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4, 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a throw here, hauled in. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third down, Fields. He's got goal. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. It's complete. It's gone. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
On second down, it's Pollard. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Going to run again here with Pollard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will stay at a 7-point game. That's so frustrating for an offense, especially on the road. You put together a great drive, but in the end, you come away with nothing.
And it kind of silenced the crowd a little, too. But few things wake them up quite like a missed field goal.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Now Lawrence. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And this is picked up by the Bears. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And how about the big boy showing off the wheels?
Let's face it, anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football, everyone locks in.
All eyes.
Everyone locks in, and they're rumbling. You can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down and 8. Fields now to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now we've got a third down and 3. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down. Here we go on fourth down. Fields. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Great. Hey, Orbit.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. Completion good for 14 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. In motion goes the tight end. On second and very short, Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be out right at the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down.
All right, you and I both know that was a lucky play, but I got to give him credit. Going up on the tip and catching that one.
Stayed with it, made his own luck, didn't he?
And he used his size there. Had a defensive back mentality to go up and get the ball on the tip, but used his size. I mean, tight ends, going up and getting it, sometimes they can knock people out of the way and finish the play.
On the move past the 40. Down the right sideline. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 42 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Lawrence on the sneak. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak. No place to go.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Dillon will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Fields. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick-6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you're seeing here from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick-6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
To throw is Fields.
Complete to Jones. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Now it's Fields.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Looking downfield for Jones. And this is caught inside the 5. A huge play there for Chicago. 66 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now here's Pollard, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 23 here on the year.
And the Bears are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point up and through, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
In motion, the tight end.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From just shy of midfield, Lawrence.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence.
Looking downfield for Jones. This is caught inside the 15.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Glenn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And this will be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Hey,
Lawrence.
And Ingram holds it in.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 41 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now Dillon on the inside give. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Hey, Alpha. Yep.
Now Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
No problem there on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Fields.
Looking downfield for Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now Fields.
He finds his man, complete. That's George.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Again, it'll be Dillon.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence.
And this is going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd and 9, Fields looking downfield for Jones. They've got his man complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
49 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
On 2nd and goal, Fields. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Trayvon Walker. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And now because of the sack, it's 3rd and goal from the 14.
Here's Fields.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Tony Pollard, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bears are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because giving up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the 27, Lawrence. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Lawrence will throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Dillon up the middle. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, Lawrence dancing to his left. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, 49 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. The point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now a first down throw, Fields.
He's got Gore. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Fields.
He finds his man, complete. That's George.
On play action, Fields.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jags are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
And some room to work. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Looking in zone for Jones. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Zay Jones.
47 yards.
And the Jaguars are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
Point after up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jaguars are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, He's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine, and that turned out to be true.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
Break. Look at me.
They go play action now. Lawrence. They'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Force the ball free, and it's second down. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly let...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Point after try forthcoming. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Fields now to throw.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Looking to throw. Fields. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it?